James Lee Baker was a rapper from Memphis, Tennessee, who received local popularity after gaining significant traction, having dropped his single No Chorus, adopting the name Black Boy JB. His song started his first mini viral dance move, the Wind It Up, although it didn't have much impact as his next viral dance move, the Shoot Dance, really blew up within Memphis and online. Black Boy would even post himself doing the dance on his YouTube page. Let's be honest though, none of you really knew this before this happened.
You may as well just like get over that and
rock.
Now like let's rock, cause like I'm the guy.
The moves that Black Boy would make would catch the attention of the GOAT himself, aka Drake. Right around the release of one of Drake's biggest songs, God's Plan, YouTube threw us this notification. Now, Black Boy was worldwide. After this release, Black Boy would cancel all of his upcoming shows while open to renegotiations. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. His next single would feature 21 Savage. After Lil Uzi Vert would go viral doing the dance, you had a lot more people shooting globally. Some better than others.
They can't see my legs, nigga. They can't see. Hold on, you gotta hit it right though. You ready?
Come on.
Oh.
Come on, nigga.
Black Boy JB had finally made it. He may not have been able to sustain it, but nonetheless, the power of the feature he received from Drake took him from local to global. Now, Drake is no stranger to featuring a new artist's song. The first time Drake did this was in 2013, right around the release of his album, Nothing Was the Same. He featured on a Migos song, shooting the Migos to fame globally. Fetty Wap, Dave, Giggs, literally single-handedly globalizing UK rap, Summer Walker, and most recently, Young Blue. Having a Drake feature has somewhat become a career starter pack. Drake is probably the pinnacle when praying for features. The power of a feature from a more established artist can do wonders for an upcoming one, increasing standing within the industry and rocketing your popularity among potential fans. But it doesn't always work all the time. Nasty C has a fire song he was featured on by his stylist, Mac Hustle. The song was fire, and it seemed like there was significant push from Mac Hustle himself. However, I bet most of you would have never known that this song existed until I mentioned it right now. Not so long ago, I did a video on the come up of Blackie and how his Lucas Raps feature took him from local to national. Blackie is now one of the most sought after rappers, with people likening his rise to that of Nasty C. But how come the feature worked for Blackie but not Mac Hustle? I mean, Lucas Raps isn't as big as Nasty C. Now, in 2016, just after Nasty C had moved to Universal Music, he was announced as the headline act of the Sports Scene Capsule Show, which would have been great on its own until his co-headliner was announced, ASAP Ferg. The organizers of the show would have a press conference where Nasty C would be answering questions about the show alongside Ferg, giving them time to speak before and after this moment. We've had many international artists come to South Africa, but none co-headlining one of the country's biggest prospects, and this time, it just seemed different. If he got this feature, then he would go international. He would finally bring recognition to SA music talent. People would see greatness. I mean, Frank Casino just posted something. So instead of the rumored Nasty C, it seems like Frank Casino got the drop on him with the song Low, which featured Ferg. Slicker went on to allude that Frank would shoot the video in New York with Ferg. Kodwa, dololo.
Ish, I guess South Africa will never be recognized. We will never hit.
Hold on, what's this?
Yo!
On the 1st of June 2018, Nasty C would drop two singles at the same time, Jungle and King. While Jungle was a great song on its own, King caught everyone off guard when you looked at the feature. The music video dropped first on Apple Music, then on the 25th of September on YouTube. The video was shot in New York, with Nasty C actually giving us a story about what happened there later.
I don't know what happened, but we got raided and it was like 13 cops upstairs, like putting us in a line, making us put our IDs on the floor and shit, our hands up. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And this was fresh out of seeing like all these videos in this series. So I was like, I'm for sure dying right now. I'm dying to the hands of policemen. This is crazy.
However, this was not the first time Nasty C would receive a big feature. At the beginning of his career, he managed to secure 2 major features, Casper and Davido. He would move up featuring on huge songs such as Bang Out with AKA and KO, even getting a feature from French Montana, and probably his biggest look from Major Lazer. So right around the time Nasty C was gearing up to drop his second studio album and first album on his new record label, Universal, his first impression would be a huge feature, ASAP Ferg.
Here's the thing though.
What if I told you that Nasty C has songs with Chad the Don, Stilo Makoliti, Tshego, Quick Billion, Golden Black, and Breeze SA? In fact, Nasty C has been on a feature with a multitude of artists, making relationships with some of them, such as Gemini Major and Teleman. Nasty C has always been an artist who was a phone call away for hooks and lines. Like a fisherman.
Get it?
Okay. Don't cringe though. Don't cringe. Yeah! These features would ultimately lead to a feature with Ferg. Nasty C would reflect on this when preparing to release his third album, Zulu Man with Some Power, with yet another record label, Def Jam. A huge factor in the company signing him would be all the features he's had internationally, with the biggest ones being the more globally sounding Major Lazer and the hot commodity in hip-hop at the time, ASAP Ferg, after he had released Plain Jane. His partnership with Def Jam would slowly see Nasty C be introduced to the US market, hanging out with Spillage Village, getting a song with Dave East and Benny the Butcher, and also having his song Jack grow in popularity overseas. However, to see how Ferg improved Nasty C's standing, we have to look at how features work and why jumping the gun 9 times out of 10 doesn't work. I'm sure you've heard the saying, your network determines your net worth. However, the problem that most upcoming artists have is that they feel that they don't have enough support, either from friends or investors, making the journey 10 times harder. In business, in order to scale it up, it is always easier to invest in having employees than to work on your own. Now, unless you want a Milli Vanilli Situasi, I suggest you'd rap or sing in your own voice. So at least you would need to hire staff and a PR team to help promote your music, right? But no shade. Let's see what Skrum Rapper X's bank account is again.
Oh my god!
He needs some milk!
Ish, I'm starting to feel bad, Nyan.
So what's the best way to get promotion on your music where you get promoted by other people but for free? Alright. The game show starts now. Contestant number 1, what is the answer? Contestant number 2, what is the answer?
So it's like a combination of like
Contestant number 3, what is the answer?
features.
Ding 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 ding. We have a winner, Skrum Rapper X. You take home a feature and $100 million. Yes. The first obvious thing that most rappers run to is going to the maximum output source of promotion though, i.e. a Casper or a Nasty C. Look, take it from me, this is the laziest way of doing things and it never pans out. Go on Twitter and you'll find a plethora of artists tagging an already established artist to listen to their music in hopes of a feature. Look, I'm still getting music submissions. In fact, at the time of this recording, the most recent email came in 24 minutes ago. I literally listened to every single song so that I get to add a song on Song of the Day. However, the only time I really put a song as Song of the Day is mostly when there's a financial incentive to it, because it gets tedious just listening to so much music. Mind you, I actually asked for your music. Imagine how much more tedious it would be if it was unsolicited. So don't do this, guys. Trust me. It doesn't work. You might be the next Vendor Kid, but most likely not.
Okay, so if features don't work like that, then how do they work, Grim?
My nigga, chill.
This is Rapper X, who currently has 20 fans, including his mom and girlfriend. 20 people who would listen to his music no matter what. Last week, he gathered some coins and went to Stones, and while he was there, he met another rapper, King Dulo Fong Kong, who has 125 followers on Instagram. He likes your music, and you guys work on a song. After the release of the song, Rapper X wakes up with 12 new followers. King Dulo Fong Kong wakes up with 2 new followers. A week later, meets another rapper, Etya the Sneeze. Etya has 520 followers. You guys collaborate on a song. The next morning, you wake up with 60 new followers and 250 impressions on your account. The next week, goes online and searches rappers with 500 to 1,000 followers. You message 32 of them in hopes that one of them answers your DM. In fact, 2 of them answer your DM and they want to work with you. After both releases, you wake up with 470 new followers and 1,000 impressions on your account. Rapper X rinse and repeats this method until one morning, GrimmTV is just chilling and going through his Instagram and runs into a skit of Wiz the Creator doing the collab song of some rapper called who has about 4,500 fans. GrimmTV puts your song up as Song of the Day, and Scrooge McBetty decides you have a lot of initiative, and ching chong chalala signed to a record deal. Oh, that reminds me. Song of the Day. The Entrepreneur. So you guys know I'm a visuals guy, right? I'm a visuals guy, and check out these visuals, bruh.
Faulty, you leaky, you stinky, you got a lot of L's, you're the king of L.
I thought you were my brother from another mother, you mother.
You change, you tripping, you different. You change, you different.
I thought you were my brother from another mother, you mother. Doggy or triple go pick you up.
Enough said, right? So I want you guys to go check out this music video on my Grimm Radio channel and subscribe while you're there, because this video is dope. Okay, so where was I again? Working for features. Yes, this is way more work than just asking Nasty C for a feature on Twitter. But results are more likely to show up with this method because you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You build up a network of artists and colleagues, which will serve you well in your career. Secondly, you accumulate fans with the prospective person you're collaborating with. You are guaranteed a new set of ears that will listen to you. I guess there's a 3rd bird, because you build up a catalog of music which new fans can sift through after hearing you on the collaboration song. Which brings me to the question I asked earlier. How come the McHustle feature didn't work, but the Blackie feature did? Pretty simple, really. Catalog. We've entered an age in music where quantity is value. Not to say quality isn't favored, but a strength to have in the music industry today is quality in quantity. You hadn't heard of McHustle before that song. Neither is there any other music for you to base his push off of. I'll get more into the catalog conversation in my streaming video, but for now, let's just say less is not more. Okay, I have to introduce another bird that the same stone kills. Howdy, bro. Record labels, TV, and radio stations like to see artists with initiative and a track record. Contrary to popular belief, labels don't necessarily do everything for you. Because you've shown that you can hold your own when networking, if they had to put you in the same room with, for instance, ASAP Ferg, you'd be able to secure the feature no matter how introverted you are. Okay guys, you can't get this far in the video without at least hitting that like button. Look, I can't stress the power of the feature enough. You need to build up your network as much as you work on your craft. Sometimes features can have 10 times more impact than what an Instagram ad can offer you. You just have to be willing to put in the work. You can't comma with the feature in this day and age. This is something that I believe stifled artists' careers like Pretty Ugly and J Hood. Two very talented artists who refuse to work with other artists, or at least keep an open line for networking. Trust me when I say this. Don't try to jump the gun. Don't try to jump the gun unless you have multi-millions in a promotion budget. Don't try to ask ASAP Ferg for a feature when you raise your nose at the artists on your level, because you never know. The same artist you're sneering at right now may be the next superstar tomorrow. Ask A. Reese.
Bitch, I am broke. I ain't gon' trip. I show my Nikes, you asked for the whip. Had to pay rent. Told my landlord, little bitch, I spend all that shit on my trip. Suck on my dick, I bust on your lip. Do that little shit where you bounce on my D. I stepped in this beat with 2 fake IDs. My name's all I need, like doobie doobie. Smoke on my weed, doobie. I'm higher than canopy seasonal trees. Sip on that lean.
Walk.
Tip to the dip, bitch, I'm causing a scene. Tell KFC, man, they serving the fiend. I need my regular serving the wings. Duck 'em in sauce and then double the zinc.